This is a truly diabetic-friendly bread, and a 25-gram slice contains only 0.6 grams of net carbohydrates. That means it has an extremely low impact on blood sugar. Let's start with the recipe first. Afterwards, we'll talk about the glycemic values and compare it with other types of bread. Let's begin. First, the dry ingredients. Add 120 grams of finely ground flaxseed to a mixing bowl. Add 12 grams of salt, then add 2 packets or 20 grams of dry yeast. To activate the yeast, add 6 grams of sugar. This sugar will be consumed by the yeast and will not remain in the finished bread. Next, add 2 packets or 20 grams of baking powder. Mix everything thoroughly. And while you're here, we'd really appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Now let's prepare the wet ingredients. Crack 2 eggs into a separate bowl and whisk them. Add 150 grams of our homemade high-fiber tahini. You can also use regular store-bought tahini. In that case, the net carbohydrate value of the bread will be slightly higher. You can find the link to our homemade tahini recipe on the screen and in the description below. Now add 270 grams of room temperature water and mix again. Next, combine the wet mixture with the dry ingredients. Mix for about 30 seconds. Then add 38 grams of psyllium husk powder. Because psyllium absorbs water very quickly and forms a gel, we need to mix rapidly until the dough becomes uniform. In just a moment, you'll have a soft and smooth dough. Line a 20 by 10 centimeter loaf pan with baking paper. Pour the dough into the pan and smooth the surface with a spatula. Cover it and let it rest for 30 minutes to rise. Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 240 degrees Celsius using top and bottom heat. Place a heat-proof steel container filled with boiling water on the bottom of the oven to create steam. After 30 minutes, the dough has risen. Place the loaf pan on the middle rack of the oven. Now the first baking stage begins. Bake with top and bottom heat at 240 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes with steam. Once the 15 minutes are over, carefully remove the water container. Now we move to the second baking stage. Switch the oven to bottom heat only. Set the temperature to 210 degrees Celsius and bake for 75 minutes. Keep in mind that baking times may vary depending on your oven. When the baking is finished, remove the bread from the oven. Take it out of the pan and cover it lightly. Allow it to rest for at least 3 to 4 hours. The finished loaf weighs about 530 grams. After resting, we have a fully diabetic-friendly bread. A few hours later, the crust becomes beautifully crisp while the inside stays soft and tender. Just look at that texture. It looks like real bread and it tastes like real bread too. Enjoy. Now let's compare our bread with white bread, whole grain bread, and rye bread. Our bread contains only 2.4 grams of net carbohydrates per 100 grams. As you can see, the other breads contain dramatically higher amounts. Now let's take a look at their 6-hour glycemic impact. White bread, whole grain bread, and rye bread all place a significant glycemic load on the body. The exact levels differ, but all of them can raise blood sugar substantially. In contrast, the white curve represents our bread. Its glycemic effect is so low that it is almost impossible to notice. That makes it a valuable food for people with diabetes and anyone following a low-carbohydrate lifestyle. And as you've seen, it's also very easy to make. On this channel, you'll find delicious recipes that are fully compatible with diabetic-friendly and low-carb nutrition. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Your support means a lot to us. See you in the next recipe. Stay healthy and take care.